was in Kuala Lumpur with the most beautiful Muslim people, and they invited me to go to their mosque. And I have a Judeo-Christian faith background, but we both love our families, we both love God, and so I went to the mosque with them as a show of respect. And it was the most beautiful thing. You know, here, depending on your disposition or what algorithm you fed into, you get fed stuff. But here I am with this beautiful man who's doing his best to raise his family, and their beliefs are not on trial. Beliefs aren't on trial. You believe what you believe. And the truth is, I think each of you will be wildly successful with or without a SIA. Like, I'm not up here tap dancing, you know, crossing fingers to get more productivity out of the group. I don't really give a rip. I'm here to help people. And you hit certain, like, diminishing returns if all you're doing is the math on income. Like, who really cares after a certain point? And the older I get, the more I realize that stuff doesn't endure. Nobody's looking back on tax returns, you know, in their last month of their life. They're actually looking back on people and on relationships and on love and on kindness and some regret, probably. Like, I could have been nicer to that person. So I think it takes a certain amount of deep, committed discipline to kind of remind yourself of that when the world tries to spin you up into all this strategic garbage that we're supposed to be running around worried about. Sounds a little atypical in a network marketing setting, and just so Frank doesn't get mad at me, I want you to sell. I want you to grow the business. But I'll tell you why. I want you to do it so you become what you're destined to become. I have said for years that the outcome is not income. The outcome is overcome, become, and income. And on a daily basis, you are invited and tempted to think the outcome is income, especially if there's pressure on your economic situation. But the older you get, I think you start to buy into the fact that, yeah, it's not just the income. And I have been a commission person for many years in my life and laced my shoes off many nights saying, what am I doing this for? Like, this is crazy. My wife used to joke with me saying I was earning Wendy's wages because she would divide the number of hours I worked against the income I had, and she would say, but you know what? I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today if I didn't put that time and energy in. Nor would I have any punctuating, kind of belief emphasis that you might feel if I was just top spinning you right now. So be careful in whatever field. You're all professionals. I read some of your backgrounds, most of you. And it's like the greatest privilege that you're here. Like, it's just absolute privilege that I shake your hands and there's like spirit coming off of you, and I can feel it. It's light, and it's goodness, and it's joy, and it's love, and it's kindness, and it's generosity, and it's these beautiful cardinal virtues, and that's who we set out to attract. Now, some people come here and I call them pinky ringers, and they're pinky ringers, and they want to tell me what they've done and accomplished in life and how much they're worth and all the people they know, and that's okay too, right? And I smile with them because all I think to myself is, on the grand continuum of life, we're here to learn to care less about ourselves and more about other people, and to invest in ourselves in a way that's really counterintuitive. And the world will tempt you to give up all the time. So it's that basis, right, that when you kind of get to this place, and you don't have to buy into anything I say today. I really genuinely believe in the joy of allowing adult people to make decisions on their own. I think this industry is indictable for trying to change people's eye color. Leave them alone. Many of you have heard me say that, you know, people come up, well, my sister won't take this, and what do I say?
Leave your sister alone.
Leave your sister alone. Like, honor people's agency. Share what you know from a place of belief. You're never on trial when you do that. And then move. And should you believe in higher power of any kind, you're going to find people in need. Is there a business to build here? Without question, because the value proposition is so high. And is it a little bit of a harder climb than like some of the basic businesses that have been built on this model? Yeah, but can I tell you, we're really not a network marketing company. We're a biotechnology company with a really smart founder who said, what's the best way to get a really unique product to the world? So my father comes from a 40-year traditional background in traditional retail and grocery. And he knew within weeks, there's no way this product's gonna get purchased without someone sharing the belief set behind it. And so, you know, the joy for me is the idea that when we say like we power potential, I really feel that way. The redox potential is actually measured. Oxidative reductive potential can be measured in millivoltage. So there's a play on this brand promise that speaks to cellular potential and the fact that I can power it. But there's also this beautiful parallelism to human potential. And nothing breaks my soul more than when a person doesn't think they have that. And strangely enough, the older I get, the more I realize that the people closest to us most often have done the damage to that belief set. It's really weird. Shouldn't be that way. But the real virtues get practiced in the home, where the guard's down. It's easy for us all to be really nice to each other here, right? Yeah, but you go a month hanging out with me and you'd be like, yeah, Control Alt Delete, like I'm out. So you've got to look at relationships, and what they're teaching you is, yeah, this is teaching me how to be, and that's becoming. And frankly, I'm a capitalist, and I think economics matter. You've maybe seen this, but I have a little model where I measure 3 things on a graph from 0 to 9. One is what I call E squared, which stands for your commitment and motivation to ego and economics. Now measuring here, I'm measuring your motivation